So many people have tried to stop me playing football because I was obviously club captain, and I'd never have refused to play. But you sort of got to back yourself a little bit and be like, well, if I play this game and get injured, then I'm not going anywhere anyway. So it worked out for everyone. Like Europe and all that sort of stuff was out the window. So to go and qualify for Europe, to sign a new deal, then to captain, to score in Europe, and it was just like a dream come true. One of the lowest lows when I was 15, had a blood clot in my lung, and the doctor said I'd never play football again. You lot probably didn't even know that.
Didn't know that. So welcome.
Do we have to do it? Oh right, sorry.
We can have some outtakes from this. So welcome back to Life for Kitman. We're joined by Angus MacDonald today. We've been meaning to get this done.
I reckon we've been talking about this for at least a year now.
Yeah.
If not longer.
Yeah.
And you've actually been down here, but we just...
You two are just that busy.
No, I think it's been like training days or you've been down to games and we've been mad.
And then it was going to happen and then you signed for Barrow. So we were like, he's too far away now.
And we didn't play each other.
Yeah, we were literally meant to do it that week,
I think we were. I think it was the Thursday and I signed on the Wednesday or something.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, well, that's that done then.
Could have done it on a hotel at Friday night, couldn't we? If we played each other.
Mad. That would have been mad.
No, we only do it in here.
Oh, okay, all right, sorry.
Only ever in here. Unless we're doing a live one, which we've done a couple of them recently. Right, should we jump straight into your five-a-side team?
Let's go.
As always.
Here's
a board.
What?
What hand?
Yeah, right-handed.
Oh, perfect.
Right-handed,
Not cack-handed, mate.
Right, GK.
It's played with, right?
Yeah,
Not played against.
Yeah.
Big.
Who? Where are we? Jack Butland.
Right, now I've got to try and think where that was. England, young.
Younger days, yeah.
Younger days.
Yeah, when I was England.
What was it? You under 16 to under 19, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I played... When was the Victory Shield? It was like 15, 16, wasn't it, that sort of time. And then all the way up until the under 19 European Championship, and then that was like my last game for like proper England, and then got picked for England C when I was playing for Torquay in the National League.
Yeah.
But obviously we'll come on to that.
On our
We'll
research.
come on to that. Who's going in here?
Big centre back.
Yeah. Yourself?
Yeah, you can put yourself. And it doesn't have to be that formation either, by the way.
You have to excuse my handwriting on here.
Michael Dawson.
Hull.
Yeah.
Hull.
Leader, legend. It was like I just played like a season and a bit for Barnsley, and it was my first like full season in the Championship and like coming into like proper like football. Like obviously I was at Torquay before that, but to get one move and then for him to be like my centre back partner, it was like someone that I'd always looked up to and idolised, along with like John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, like played for England. Like the stuff I sort of learned off of him was,
Had they just dropped out of the Prem then?
Yeah.
When you
So yeah, learning everything from him was.
And was Taff there at the same time?
Taff come, I think a year later or 6 months. It weren't long before I played with Taff.
So you went
Such a small
So you went from Michael Dawson to Taff.
Sorry, Taff, I don't know why he's having you off there.
But yeah, no, definitely there's no one else.
Right, what are we doing in the middle? Or wide, or wherever? Have one midfielder and two attackers if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, that's...
It's been a real debate for him because he was thinking about it on the way down and he's still not 100%.
Can you guess?
Jared Bowen?
Yeah.
Hull again.
Yeah. Just come into his own, mate. The season he got his move to West Ham was just...
Be interested to see what happens now as well.
Yeah.
Where he ends up.
There's rumours in there of like Newcastle but...
Is that a good move? I mean, West Ham
he ain't going to play in the champ, surely.
I think he's too good for that, but you never know, do you? Does he stick with West Ham? And...
Because Nuno's staying now, isn't he?
Yeah,
They've announced that today. So.
But no, the season he got his move, he was unplayable. The season before, he was a bit more predictable. Right. It was all like cutting in, left foot. And then as soon as he learned to take it on his right, he just didn't know where he was going to go. So, definitely in there.
Didn't make the squad for the World Cup.
crazy. There's some mad decisions in the World Cup squad for me.
Yeah, that could be a whole pod itself.
That's
I
a
think it will
separate
be.
pod.
There will be some World Cup stuff coming.
Um,
Get one of those over here.
Gonna have to put a bit more of a defensive one in, I think.
Oh, should we do a bit of that then?
Yeah. Actually, no. You know what?
No?
Five-a-side,
He could
mate.
deal with anyone. So, five-a-side. Let's go a bit more flair.
So we've got Butland, Dawson, Bowen. It started well.
I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it, spell it right.
Anya.
Aina? Olaina?
It could
Is
be
that how
the
you
other
spell
way.
it?
I don't know, to be fair. You're asking the wrong person
Yeah.
when it comes down to spell it.
It's probably AINA, maybe.
Should we have a look?
Should we have a look? He's going to have a look.
I'm
Just
going to
to
have
make
to
sure.
because that's disrespectful, isn't it?
It is. It's like if someone writes your name without the A in Mac.
What, you lot probably did my first day.
I
Don't
wasn't
be
printing.
silly.
Luckily, Steve was doing the
He's
print.
like, nothing to do with me.
We go again, shall we?
Yeah.
Go on, let's do it
Was
again.
was it completely wrong, was it? Was it?
Hey, yeah. And, hey. There you go.
Olaina.
Where was
No.
that? Where were you with him?
Hull again, yeah. It's just been... but
Just been a hole.
he was on loan from Chelsea when I'd signed. And just electric pace. Defensively solid.
Yeah.
Could go forward, could get back, could defend, just an all-round solid player.
Decent.
But someone that I liked playing alongside because, yeah, he attacked, but he'd always get back and help you out. So
Yeah.
That's what you want, isn't it? Come on in. Who's going to...
I want to come away from Hull, but my first 6 months at Hull were just like you say, they just dropped out of the Prem, so they still had some of their Premier League players, and it was...
Trying to think of the strikers that have been at Hull around that time. Can't think. I was going to try and guess, but
There he goes.
I'll let you guess.
trying to even think he was at Hull around then. I can't.
Think about Dean Windass goal.
What? What, in the playoff final?
Who assisted? If you have any...
That was me.
How's your football knowledge on
He
that?
must have been towards the end of his career then.
When I played with him,
Yeah.
I think he played another 2
Because that was
or 3
2008,
seasons.
wasn't it?
Yeah, that was...
That
He was on loan there.
All I can see is the ball coming across from Windass volley, top bins, but I don't know who's kicking it across to him. It's some
Finished
goal,
his career at Huddersfield after Hull.
that. What? I don't know, you're going to have to tell us, mate.
Played for Man United. Was on loan from Man United to Hull. Fraser.
Campbell.
Yes.
Ah, God, that took a while, didn't it? Sorry, guys. Crumbs. Fraser Campbell. It'll be a P.
Fraser.
Where else he's at
PB
Sunderland.
double L.
And he's at Sunderland for quite a while.
He was
wasn't
at Sunderland for a while, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. What are you writing there?
That's just a nickname that
Little
we always
killer.
had for him. Little killer.
Fair enough.
It's a good team.
He
though.
was
It's unreal.
very good in front of goal, but worked his socks off.
He's given the pen away, but I've got something else for him to do yet. I need a gaffer.
Can we go for CEO, director, and all of that?
What
A
we got?
gaffer.
A gaffer. And a kit that your team will play in.
Where do you want me to put the gaffer up here?
Wherever you want, yeah. Paul Hackett. Yeah. Wow.
Was that at Barnsley?
Yeah. He obviously put faith and trust in me, and because when I moved to
Your
Bayern,
first year, you played like 40 plus
46 games in the
Yeah.
champ, and I think obviously I went in as sort of from Torquay to champ was National League to champ, so I was like probably never expected to come in
games.
and
You
play.
played pretty much every game in your first season.
Yeah, so for him to put the trust in me, like, you know, I loved working under him, and
Perfect.
perfect manager.
I love that.
And if your team had to play in a kit, any kit that you've played in or like favourite kit growing up?
You must have played in a few. As we'll go on to in a minute.
I just
They're all there. If you
yeah,
If you need
Well, I
it.
don't think he's forgot, has he?
no, but
It doesn't have to be the nicest kit either. It could be one with a memory.
It'd have to be probably.
Might as well be a whole kit, actually.
Be rude not to, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? I'd have to go for. Yeah, it'd have to be an Aberdeen shirt.
I was thinking you were going to say that.
Yeah, Aberdeen
That
shirt.
black and yellow one was quite nice. That you had
Black
on
and
there.
yellow was quite nice, but like you say, a shirt for memories. I scored one of probably arguably my best goal of my career.
There's no argument about it.
Yeah, mate, yeah, in the red,
Yeah.
that we played in Europe that year
Top ends.
had like gold on it.
Yeah.
And it was just
I know
nice.
the one.
Lovely.
So,
Wow. Great kit. Great
Great
gaffer.
team.
Great team.
Probably up, like,
Yeah,
Probably up
it's
there
up
in the
there, isn't it?
if we did a league table of teams that we
he was good even as a kid. Like obviously, I never played with
Yeah.
him when I was probably like 16.
at Rangers now, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
but yeah, leader, unbelievable.
Love it. Well, there you go.
Goals.
That's
Speed.
that. So while we're talking about that goal, we might as well talk about your time at Aberdeen,
Yeah.
your European exploits after leaving here.
It was literally as I left here, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
you went
was-
straight there from here and then played
He
in...
obviously signed here in the summer. As I was saying,
Signed 2
saying
years
off,
as well.
Yeah, signed off camera a minute ago. We were at Eastleigh pre-season game. I think it's one of the last pre-season games.
Yeah, it was...
It was quite
towards
late
the
on,
end,
wasn't it? Yeah.
And I just remember being sat in the dugout of all the lads, and then Scott Lindsay went over on the middle of the pitch and then come back and he's like, I got who I want. So I just got a memory of that. I always have weird memories of knowing when players are, like the moment that players are signed. But yeah, I just remember sitting there.
Sort of a big thing for you. You have to get your kit ready and all that, don't you?
And then obviously you were only here until January, and then obviously went off to Aberdeen.
Yeah, well, obviously I'd signed 2 years, and you know what it's like in football, a matter of opinions,
Yeah.
and you know it was my time to leave in the January window. So, you know, like we said earlier, like I didn't want to leave. You know, I enjoyed it here. The group of lads we had, I think we were sat top 3.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
We
So we
were.
just-
Right.
My favourite memory of like the half the season that you were is probably the Grimsby game.
Yeah,
You know, we wore that green and white kit,
yeah.
and you and Tom Clayton were at the back. Can't remember, probably
We
Hutton
beat
and
them
somewhere.
2-1.
Yeah, it was 2-1, but like
Yeah.
just remember the last 20 minutes. Obviously, Sol Brim was in goal,
Big soul.
and like defensively we were a joke.
Yeah,
And he made some really big saves, and like we come away there winning 2-1.
it was
It's not
that.
an easy
and
place to go to.
It was the other one that sticks in my head. It was a similar sort of game, like backs to the wall, but
Yeah.
you know we defended well. Was Northampton away? Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it 1-0?
New Year's.
Yeah.
Also in
Uh,
the green.
Oh,
Tyrese,
where?
Also in
yeah,
the green.
Tyrese
Yeah,
Shade and Lavernier scored.
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yeah.
2
Myself.
worldies, and we won 2-1.
That was some goal as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had
You
some
must
good
have been
results.
right behind that.
Yeah.
But we had some good results as well. We went to Mansfield 1-5-2.
Yeah.
That same week we drew at Bradford.
Bradford.
We should have like obviously if you kept that squad, I think for the full season, I think we'd have had a right chance of
Yeah, I think so.
promotion.
I think
But
so.
yeah, moved on, and you know there was a few teams that were interested. I think it was down to about 3 in the end,
Yeah.
and chose to move up to Scotland, and you know don't really look back. You
How
know, it's-
different is it? Much? Not really?
Yeah, it's a massive. They love football. Like we
Yeah.
love football. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Like English fans and stuff, but Scottish fans are absolutely
Passionate. Like
yeah,
you,
passion.
all you got to do is look at Rangers and Celtic.
Yeah, it's the rivalry between them as well. Like Aberdeen Rangers is like I didn't realise that people are like, oh yeah, well, like we hate each other, but until you go to a game,
That goes
you're
back
like,
to the 80s, doesn't it?
yeah. Until you go to a game, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you get on the bus afterwards, like this is. I think my second game. I think my first, I signed on Tuesday, I remember it, I signed on Tuesday, Wednesday I got chucked straight in and played St Mirren at home. We lost 3-1. But after that game, we went on like a 15 or 14 game unbeaten run. And we ended up beating Hearts to top 3 and qualified for Europe.
Who was manager when you?
So Jim Goodwin was manager when we were... Sorry lads. Jim Goodwin was manager when we were having discussions about whether I wanted to go or, you know, speaking to my agent.
Were you there when Warnock was?
Yeah.
So did you cross paths with
With
Junior Hoyer?
Yeah.
So we could have put his shirt behind. We were
It's
trying
up
to
there, but you
find.
can't see it, it's not in shot.
Big senior.
Yeah.
Big senior toilet.
You can't.
No, Junior's a legend. But yeah, cross paths with Junior, Neil Warnock. But yeah, I think I was sat in the stands here. I think it got to a point where it was like, well, look, if sort of Swindon didn't want me, and I think at the time they were going for a bit more youth, weren't they? And wanted a bit of a change. And I remember being like, well, look, I'm not going to injure myself if I'm going to get a move.
Shoulder out as well while you were, didn't you?
I think Scott was leaving as well, wasn't he?
Scott had just left or leaving.
So there was a change in manager, change in thought.
It's not that I was, because I was obviously club captain, and I'd never have refused to play, but you sort of got to back yourself a little bit and be like, well, if I play this game and get injured, then I'm not going anywhere anyway. So it worked out for everyone. I remember sitting there and I was looking at all three of the teams, and Aberdeen was one of them. And I was like, 1-0 down, 10 minutes. 2-0 down, 15 minutes. And they ended up losing like 5-0 to Hibs. And they'd already lost in the cup. They'd lost 4-0 to Hearts, 5-0 on the Saturday. And then I was meant to be going up on the Monday. Yeah. The manager got sacked on the Sunday. So by the time I got up to Scotland, they had a new manager. I was in the door, and it was a massive.
And then we had changed manager as well.
You changed manager, yeah.
So who was the new manager?
Barry Robson.
Right.
So he was sort of like, I think at the start he was under 18s and sort of become interim. Yeah. But obviously, we went on, and under him we done really well, qualified for Europe, and he got the job for another 2 years. But obviously next season got sacked. So
you must have played at both Ibrox and Celtic Park.
Yeah.
What was the better atmosphere out of them two?
Hearts. Ooh. Hearts is the best atmosphere.
Hearts was better than both.
I wouldn't say better. It's more like hostile. Like the fans, like people don't realise that at Hearts it's like
it's closer,
and it's closer, and you're taking a throw in, and you think, the fans literally like on your shoulder. Yeah. But out of Celtic and Rangers,
I was gutted watching that the last game of the season.
I come running in.
Imagine being like top all season.
I think it needed it for Scottish football though. Yeah. It needed someone else other than
it was like
Rangers
40 years or something. Like,
I can't believe it.
But out of them two,
well, since Aberdeen won it.
Yeah.
When Ferguson was manager, that was the last time it wasn't Rangers or Celtic. Mad. Yeah,
Celtic Park.
Right. Oh, my mate's going to be fuming. My mates. I just wanted to ask that. Wind them up. Massive Rangers.
It's a tough one because I think the year or two I was up there 2.5 years. Every time I got the chance to play at Rangers, they were having troubles off the pitch. So like they'd either have like fans wouldn't turn up and stuff. So I'd be like, it's a great place to go and play. Then we're on the pitch, the stadium.
But you didn't see the full.
And then obviously Celtic won the league, and
whereas Rangers are protested and stuff. Like that.
So my third game up there, like I was saying, to go in front of like 60,000, whatever it is, 56,000. It was like, fucking hell, this is crazy. And then as soon as you score, it's like, I remember the lads used to say to me in the dressing room, like a week running up to it, was like, if you're 0-0 in 20 minutes, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
3-0 down within 15.
Oh no.
But yeah, no, for me to go up to Scotland, it was the right decision looking back on it as well. Yeah. Like I was so unsure at the time because my little one was like due as well, and do we move the family up there, do we not? And it was, career-wise, like we touched on the goal, captain in Europe.
Yeah, while we're talking about it then, let's talk about having the chance to play in Europe. That must have been something that you probably, you would have to go to Scotland or abroad to do that in England.
Yeah, I think it obviously, don't get me wrong, every player, got aspirations to play at the highest level. And, I've been through, highs and lows in my career, through illness, through injuries and all that sort of stuff. And when I got my move to Hull, it was like, right, we're on our way up again now. This is it, sort of thing, to try and get to obviously the Premier League or the highest league. And then I think it got to a point where, I think I left and went Rotherham, come here and drop down and stuff. And obviously the realisation is like, right, going to make a good career out of myself. But did I ever think that I'd play European football? No.
Yeah.
I think it got to that point where I was like, you get a bit older sort of thing. I think I hit 30 when I was here.
Yeah.
Like Europe and all that sort of stuff was out the window.
Yeah,
so to go and qualify for Europe, to sign a new deal, then to captain, to score in Europe, and it was just like dream come true.
Yeah, I remember it was like snowing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it on 4G?
It was on Astro, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on, but the Astro was like carpet. It was like better than any pitch I played on. But it was -12.
And it was still.
I just remember it popping up on Twitter.
Yeah. I was captain. I was captain that game as well because when I'd signed at Aberdeen, I played every game.
Yeah.
And then I signed a new deal. And that pre-season, I remember thinking, I'm going to come back so fit, so ready, like prove, like it's a massive season for me. Europe, in the league, the cup, and I picked up a little knee injury in pre-season and missed about 4 to 6 weeks. So I never quite got momentum to get back in, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I remember keep knocking on the door like, I'm ready to give me a chance. I was never quite match fit. And it got to a point where I didn't play like the first 2 European games, and I was like, I can't not play a European game this season. Like I have to play. And I think it got to a point where I don't know if we quite qualify in the end. So he sort of changed the team a little bit, and I captained the side and walked out. And I remember being like, right.
That against Frankfurt, wasn't it?
No, that was my debut in the Conference League was against Helsinki away. And I remember like going out for the warm up thinking, oh, it's cold out here, isn't it? Going back in, stripping off.
In Helsinki.
Taking the Under Armour off.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to like embrace it.
Yeah.
I was freezing. Could not feel my feet. Could hardly speak. And then obviously when that went in, it was like, yeah, just an amazing feeling. But we were 2-0 down at the time. So obviously I was just like, it was one of them, like, thanks, straight back into position.
Just remember seeing it on Twitter and just going, you seen this goal Angus has scored? Look at this.
Oh, mate, I don't think I've ever watched it back as many times.
What was that like as well, like the travelling and all of that side of it? Because I suppose you'd never done that in your career, like
never.
Flying out to different countries for games and stuff like that.
I mean, I love travelling anyway, and you know, it was one of them. We used to go day before. Obviously, used to go and see the stadium, your surrounding sort of things, and play. And then if it was quite far, which majority of them were quite far, we'd stay the day after and travel back.
Yeah,
but I loved it.
Yeah,
like don't get me wrong, like
I can imagine a different place that you would never have gone.
That's
to.
what I mean. Like when would I be like, not going to be like, lads, do you fancy a trip away to Helsinki?
Yeah,
like, it just doesn't.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, like, but yeah, like we would.
It's kind of a weird thing we'd do.
That's what you probably would. If you do go, let us know.
Yeah,
we'll bring you along.
But like we had a good core of players that like. As soon as you landed and everything was sort of, it was your time, downtime, it was like group chat, who wants coffee? And there'd be 10, 12 of you going for a coffee when you don't really get that so much at clubs now, I don't think. And I think that's why we had so much success in the first 6 months I was there. Yeah. Because it was almost like you didn't have to put a message in chat. Everyone knew that everyone was going for a coffee at 2. So it'd be like
while we're talking about coffee, because you're like the coffee connoisseur, aren't you?
I love coffee.
I love coffee.
I nearly shit myself on the way down. I had 5.
Really?
Yeah.
How many coffees do you have a day then?
Well, I've had 5 today because I'm travelling and bored. But I did have to stop.
Well, he rang and he said, I'm running a bit late. I said, why is that?
What's your coffee
He said,
order?
coffee.
What do you
Coffee run through me.
Coffee run through me. So you need to stop.
I'm an oat milk fan, just because dairy don't agree with me, mate. We know this. Oat flat white.
Yeah, I have a flat white, but no oat milk. No mess around with that.
Cappuccino. Stink of a cappuccino, doesn't it?
Or a latte.
Yeah, but he's one of them that has to have like a vanilla or like a...
Well, not always.
I'm partial to that.
Yeah,
I don't mind
always,
it. I don't mind it, yeah.
If it's Christmas and they're doing a gingerbread latte with the little gingerbread
pumpkin spice.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
He's on the eggnog.
Yeah.
I'm all over it.
He loves it at Christmas.
I do love it at Christmas. Oh, they're doing a mint chocolate one.
Yeah.
Oh, get in.
I do love
Pull the van over Jonah we're in.
I do love going for a coffee to pass. Like one of my favourite things to do on a day off.
Yeah. It's me, like walk the dog.
Yeah.
Even with the little one, take her, go for a coffee, like especially in this weather.
Nice
like,
coffee shop as well.
Yeah. Big up the independents.
The independents.
Tell you what I do miss, the van. How is it?
The van. Well, we've
probably had some good journeys.
We've probably had 2 vans since then.
Have you actually? Well, actually
I
crashed
reckon.
it.
Yeah, we got I'm trying to think what one. No, I'm trying to think what we had then.
Did we have
the Mercedes?
Was it the Mercedes Vito?
No, white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
or
could have been a Mercedes.
Oh, was it a silver?
Silver one.
Silver Transit.
It was a silver
That was the
transit.
first transit. We got a different transit now. We got the new one.
You got a different
custom.
transit.
But it's got like heated seats. Like,
oh, look at you!
It's proper
too.
nice. But I remember your thing was you're like because you obviously connected your phone to it.
Yeah.
So every time we put the van on, trying to connect the phone, it was on there for like 2 years after. we had about 5 or 6 different players. Oh, Tommy was on it as well. He borrowed the van.
Tommy.
What a blast from the past.
Big Tommy. Who else? Lee Peacocks was on there.
Really?
That was on there for years. I just left it on there. But there you go.
You've had some players on here, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
I certainly have.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you played at a younger age for England
Mm-hmm.
when we were doing that. What was that like? And did you think, right, I'm under 16, I'm playing for England, I'm under 18, I'm playing for England, I'm 19s. Did you feel like you were going in the right direction to push towards, you know, that being a possibility?
Yeah. So to go right back when I was like 13, 14,
Yeah.
I'd always like, from a young age, sort of played up an age group. So I was playing under 12s, I was always quite tall. So it was like, it was, you know, half decent
done
football,
thing, yeah.
was tall, up you go, sort of thing. And I remember when I was 14, we had a friendly against Man United at, where was the old England?
Where were you there, Reading?
Yeah, Reading.
Leadershore.
No, there was another one,
The
Bisham
other
Abbey.
Bisham
Abbey,
I've trained there
yeah.
a few times.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And we played there. And I remember after the game, I think we won 1-0 or lost 1-0. It was a close game. And Mum and Dad were like, oh, we're going to go for some food. And I was like, normally just get Mackies and go home. Like, I was like, where are we going? Like, they're like, oh, we're going to go back like Reading way and stuff. And I was like, all right, yeah, whatever, like crack on sort of thing. And I must like, be like, why are we going like near the training ground? Like, I obviously was doing quite well. Reading were having talks with my parents, 'cause I was so young sort of thing, and they wanted to offer me a 2-year scholar, 2-year pro at 14.
Wow.
And one of the reasons when we played United was sort of half looking at me at the time. England were looking, and so that was at 14 and
So
stuff.
they wanted to make sure that you were theirs.
Yeah, and
then
Reading
if
were
anything
like
happened, they could
get money for and stuff like that. So it weren't, you know, my dad knew all this and didn't tell me
sure.
till later in my career, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then when I finally made my debut for England and got called up, I remember being at the park with my dad, and my mum brought up a letter and was like, oh, I think you should open this. I remember just bursting into tears, like mum and dad were there.
How old were you then? Still 14?
15, yeah, just turned 15. And flew up to Scotland and played England versus Scotland on the Victory Shield.
Amazing.
That was the first game, and they were like, don't really know why Angus MacDonald is playing for England, but he is. But he is.
The most Scottish name.
The most Scottish name. So yeah, and then I think I played the Wales game at Blackpool Stadium, and we ended up like beating them as well. But yeah, no, so yeah, Grandad was Scottish.
Well,
and yeah, so it was all from a young age, really.
so you could have played for Scotland then?
Could have played for Scotland, very close to playing for Scotland, but you know,
Okay.
these things happen.
As you know, because Angus watches our podcast,
I do, yeah.
which is really cool. Our sponsors, Match Worn Shirt, who sent us to Naples. If no one's watched that vlog
Yeah,
yet,
go and watch that because
we had a laugh.
Yeah, we had
that
a
was
laugh.
fun. He did the old soda in the lemon and
Baking soda.
The baking soda. And
Did you?
thing.
Yeah.
It's meant to be like Viagra, that, isn't it?
Is it?
Oops, no.
Nothing to do with me, mate. I was sat down having a beer, mate. I don't know what he was doing. But they send us a shirt for every guest that we have. So there you go, mate. This has been here a while. Because when we were organising it the first
said
time...
you
You
said
said
you
room
had-
for about 6 months.
Yeah, you said you had this.
So there you go. Let's have a look.
I'm excited
and
to
let's
see.
where we're at. Because I think is a good one. I think you're going to like
Boxes
this.
are nice, aren't they?
Boxes are lovely, aren't they?
Just as we're talking about it.
There you go, see?
I mean, it flowed quite well, to be fair.
It did, didn't it?
Clever.
I do like their kits.
It's nice, isn't it?
If you could be sponsored by Big Portis,
Big port, yes.
Big Ryan.
There you go.
The thing is, I think we spoke about this earlier. You know, being in Scotland, the players you played against, but I actually never come across him.
No, because he
moved
left when you went
as
up,
I went
didn't
up,
he?
yeah.
Yeah, we were having a look.
But I wouldn't mind swapping places with him now. He's in LA, isn't he?
Yeah,
They still got some good players.
It's a nice
you know.
shirt, that, to be fair.
It's really nice, isn't it?
And I like how it's got the...
Yeah.
Adidas don't
What
do a
game's it
bad
from?
kit.
What game is it? Does it say? Or is it,
2024 against
Fun with flags. Who's that?
Serbia, isn't it?
is it Serbia? I don't know. We
I
could
would have gone Croatia, but it's not Croatia,
Serbia,
is
no,
it?
it could be though.
Oh, Croatia.
Could be Croatia.
Is it Croatia?
Yeah,
It
it is.
is?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
what
the jet's
guess?
in the middle.
That's pretty poor,
Yeah.
to be fair, isn't it?
You can see it.
That is pretty poor.
Yeah.
Who did you go for?
Croatia.
Holland?
I thought, no, Seb. Nibble.
That's real nice.
That's nice.
That was
France,
nice.
isn't it?
It's good quality.
It's one of my
as well.
favourite numbers to play in that as well.
15.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, mate.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
shirt. That's all right.
Nation
Class. What I was saying is, if Swindon could be sponsored by any,
Manufacturer.
who would you go for?
Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adidas
Yeah,
is.
They make the best kit.
We obviously have our kit made by Adidas. Like,
Yeah.
it's an Adidas kit now, and we had a lot of. We pushed for that because it's just the best.
Yeah.
And
The
like,
quality of the kit and
best you can
stuff.
get.
Yeah.
we had some good years in Adidas as well, and some really good
Oh,
kits.
I remember. Was it 442? Was that Adidas?
Yeah, and we had all like the FIFA
Yeah.
on the
All
front
the
as well.
FIFA,
Yeah.
Samsung, and all that. It
But
was
we've
all
got
Adidas.
some like good shirts, and
Iconic
all the
shirts.
shirts we've had when
Yeah.
we've gone back have been really nice as well.
Really, yeah.
So definitely,
I enjoyed the kit when I was here. And then, to be fair, we left when Aberdeen was Adidas.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
real nice.
It's nice stuff.
Real nice. So, talking about kits then. Boots, because we know you love a football boot. So,
I've got a fair few pairs.
come on then. What were you in when you were here? Do you remember?
everything.
Oh, you have
Yeah,
a
when
bit
I
of
was
everything?
when I was here, it was a bit of everything, and I think ever since I was when I was obviously mum and dad growing up never had loads amounts of money, so like I was probably in just your bog standard average sort of pair until I started to get a bit older and being like, right, he's getting a bit more serious now, and I used to always go for the Beckham Preds, and used to cost mum and dad a fortune and stuff.
Great boots.
Big up mum and dad.
I'm trying to think. Like usually, I can like picture what a player played in, but I can't even.
I had a pair of Adidas, then I switched to a Nike Tiempo, and I think I just stayed in them too.
Yeah.
It was a mixture. But like, if Puma were like, oh, we'll send you some boots, send them.
Cheers.
Mizuno, send them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Or like, to be honest, I even got to the point where like Mizuno did bring out a boot and I bought them and I was like, yeah, these are nice. And like, I just wear them once, but then keep them because I'm like, I don't want to wreck them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So it gets to that point, like, I actually been in the garage a lot recently, like in the gym and stuff. And
You've got like you had put like loads of boots and shirts, and you got like gym and.
I
garage,
made my own
didn't
like kit room. I was hammering like.
Yeah, I see you on.
hooks.
Was it TikTok Live? And you were doing a TikTok trying to sell some shades or something.
Yeah.
And I'm there messaging on the chat.
Oh, well, you were.
And you were like, "Is that Hoops or Jonah?" I was like, "It's Hoops." He was like, "Oh, mate." And I can see it all behind you.
So that it's just my little space where I can go and sort of just unwind. And,
Nice.
But yeah, and I do like my boots. But yeah, when I was here, I think it was around the time where Skechers were just in talks.
Yeah.
They started making.
Harry
And-
Kane.
Yeah, but I didn't know that at the time.
No.
I just remember getting a message off one of the lads who I know he played football, but he went on to work for Nike.
Right.
Do you remember the trial van that used to come around and let lads try on boots? And then you'd have to put the boots back in.
Puma have got something similar. They came
Have
to
they?
us a couple of years back.
Yeah. So he'd come to Reading a few times. I remember it was like Christmas, wasn't it, for the young lads?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, like new boots, like prototypes and stuff. He'd always try and nick them, and he'd come around and be like, lads, where's all the boots?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, here you go. Hid under your box, like, yeah, they are, mate. Yeah. And he messaged, oh, I might have something for you. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, he was like, oh, well, if you're in London this day, like, come meet me. And so he sent me the address. So I drove down, it was around North London area, and I was like, I rang him, I was like, where are you? He's like, I'm inside. I was like, oh, I'm here. He's like, oh, come down. I was like, I'm outside Skechers. And he was like, yeah, I'll be down in a minute. And I'm like, looking outside thinking, what's he doing in there then? Like,
Yeah,
and
what's
you're
going
just
on
like,
with
what's
Skechers?
going on?
Yeah.
And he took me in and he showed me this prototype, and I was like, because he was like, and I think a lot of people, maybe not so much now, because obviously seen Harry Kane, they've seen the boots and they are a good
You
boot.
wouldn't have associated.
There's a lot of people
Skechers
wearing
with
them,
football
That's
boots,
what I
would
mean.
you?
I
But
remember-
now, like, I'd say at least 30% of our players probably wear Skechers.
Yeah. And he sent me 2 pairs of prototypes, or a pair of prototypes, when I went to Aberdeen. And I put them on, and I went to the boys, I went, none of you will guess what these are. But they were all like, they're nice. And no one could guess.
Like, they would
But
have
as
had
soon as I
none of
said
this
Skechers, it
branding
was
on
like, nah, not Skechers, like laughed and stuff.
Yeah.
But then like as soon as you're 6 months later, they brought out a few colours, they're like, oh, could you get us a pair of them?
Yeah, you can get me some Skechers.
And it's just gone from there, and Lee and Skechers and stuff send me.
On that with Skechers, you told us you were in LA. What happened there?
So
A funny story, I think.
It was a bit of a funny story. Like I went for a 4-day trip, and I remember Lee was saying they've got one of the headquarters was in LA.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think it was like second to last day I messaged him. I was like, mate, where's like head office of like Skechers? And he was like, oh, like right near the airport in LA. And I was like, mate, I'm over here now. Like any chance like dropping the guys a message, I'll go and have a look around. Like I'd love to see like behind the scenes of like where the boots are made and then you literally like, and I got an email about an hour later saying, yeah, come in like before you get to the airport sort of thing, and you know you can have a look around and stuff. So I went to HQ of Skechers in LA like 2-3 hours before I flew, and you know drove in because I had a hire car, and you know the place was just like they had like 8 buildings, like if I remember, like, and it was just like unreal. Like the guy took us in and met one of the boot creators who creates all the boots, and they've got many of them, but I met Alex Bardini, I think his name is. Right. He was at Nike. He's quite a big guy in the boot world. Yeah. And saw all the boots that were coming out the season just gone, but I saw them last summer. Yeah. So every time I got a package, because I was like trying to like take pictures and do some videos and stuff, he's like, just whatever you do not show any of that.
Do not post that.
It was like, you'll get them next week. You get them in like 3 months there, and it was just, you know what, to see what goes in to the boot and behind
the operations of it all.
Yeah, and like why they do this or why they change from that, and I loved it. But like Skechers is so cool. Like if you ever get the chance to go, or if you ever go to LA, I'll drop the guy a message for you. Or they got obviously headquarters in London and other places, and I assume they're all like similar. But each like, so obviously sponsor different people, don't know, Jamie Redknapp, and each one of them have got their own room. So like a Jamie Redknapp Skechers room.
He's on all like the adverts, and stuff like that.
But like they obviously, you know, kitchen porters, people in hospitals, like kids. My dad wears them. Like my nan's got a pair of Skechers. Like they are worldwide in every single department.
Massive company.
And it's now become like, obviously a bit more trendy. And I live in Skechers, like. But they took us into Snoop Dogg's room. Snoop Dogg has got his own like Skechers room. It was so cool.
I bet it was.
It was cool.
I bet it was.
But yeah, it was just one of the moments where it was like this is cool. This is sick. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad I did it.
Oh, there you go. Superstitions? Should we go there?
Yeah.
Should we get
Is there anything that like training days or like match days where like something throughout your career that you've like stuck to?
Normally pre-game food. So like a Friday night.
Yeah. Will
always be a spag bowl, spaghetti bolognese.
I feel like that's like the go-to for a lot of people, isn't it? You
know what? It's been that for a while, because obviously you get your carbs, you get your protein and stuff. We're not going to go into the nutritional side of it, but normally every club I've played for, it's always at the hotel on a Friday as well. Yeah. You always get lasagna, or you get like a spaghetti bolognese pasta. So like it's easy to like, that's on a Friday, regardless. Yeah. Not really like. Don't ever wear brand new boots.
Okay.
I've always got to train them for like 4 days before at least. Yeah. I've got a really weird one, and it only started when I was at Barnsley, and it was like.
Hang on, let me just check, where was Barnsley? Before Hull.
Yeah, Barnsley was before Hull, and I don't know why, but you know when they're saying, "Oh, touch wood," and if there's no wood around, you touch your head.
Touch your head,
like, so like I'd be on the pitch and like would think about like an injury or like see a tackle and be like, touch some wood. Like, you know what I mean? In my head I was thinking like, don't want to get injured, like touch some wood. And I'd be going around the pitch like this. Yeah. Like not obviously all the time, but it'd be like once a game, or it wouldn't happen that game. And then like before kick-off, when you think about...
When I seen you do that, I thought you were just telling the other players to switch on and stuff.
Oh yeah, well, there's that as well. But no, there would be times, and I think my mate clocked it. It was like, you touch your head a lot, and I was like, do you want to know why? And then I told him, he was like, fuck off, like. And it was yeah, because touch wood, like, I hope that doesn't happen to me, sort of thing. So, but apart from that, superstitions, not really. No, I was never big on it. I know, like some people, like goalie gloves, the fingers can't touch, and like, have you heard that one?
Just like stuff. Right foot, left foot with boots.
Yeah, like John Terry put his boots out and the laces couldn't touch, and I heard that one.
And he had boots for warm up, first half, second half.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's crazy. Not for me, that.
Mad. So nothing
No,
really. Like,
not really. Like
base layers, not bothered.
if it's cold, I'll wear a base layer. If it's not, I won't. Like.
Oh, I know what I want to know.
Go on.
What's your take on shin pads? Because shin pads at the moment are a big talking point.
Yeah.
Because they're either that big or they're cricket.
Yeah. See, used to be like I know a lot of players that retire and they've had the same shin pad their whole career, which it's normal. But obviously, if he's older, then the pad's going to be bigger.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point now, and I get it. You go through the week Monday to Friday with no pads, do you? And you're training. There's no.
I've always found that a bit weird.
If you think about it, it is weird.
It is a bit mad. Like you play football for how many hours in the week?
Yeah.
But you only wear your shin pads for 90 minutes of that.
That's what I mean.
And the rest of the time you just...
You can you can play games in training, but
you see more. Let's be honest. You see more injuries in training than you do.
I see worse tackles in training than you do on a Saturday.
You do on a Saturday.
If you're not going to get sent off, are you, in training?
No.
Manager might send you in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm the in between. I'm not huge because I couldn't do the bulky.
Do you know what I'd love to see
tiny.
this coming season?
Go on.
Someone wearing shin pads at training. How good would that be? If a footballer somewhere was just, and then you saw like a training video, and there they were, shitties in.
Do you what like a Premier League player?
Yeah.
Grealish
like
coming out
player.
with pads on.
With his pads on for training. Because I've seen like, so when we were talking about Charles earlier, when he was at QPR the second time, just before he come in, they wore like full socks.
Yeah, full long socks.
Well, you could easily slip your shimmies in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If you're wearing full socks, you may as well wear
You
pads.
might as well, aren't you?
Because obviously everyone prefers to wear white socks, don't they?
Yeah. But
which is more comfortable.
how funny would that be? Imagine if that happens next season.
It'd be brilliant.
It'd be hilarious. I'd just be clipping it.
Get on the phone to Holloway, bro. I think the lads need to wear pads.
The lads need to wear pads.
Taft really wants to wear pads.
Brilliant.
Do you remember the pads that you used to have to pull over your...
Yeah, over your ankle.
Yeah, the ankle support and that.
And then
God,
the elastic goes around the top.
Yeah, they used to stink,
Oh,
didn't
God.
they? No.
What would you do? Would you put a sock on and then put the pad on and then put the football sock over the top?
No, because then you get the under wrap. So I think if players were doing that, there'd be that much compression, you'd be getting cramping.
Yeah, you'd be all over the place, wouldn't you? Oh, mad.
Let's obviously talk about something as well that, obviously not football, but something that affected your football career. Was it 2019?
Go on, date on there?
23rd of the 8th, 19, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously got diagnosed with bowel cancer. Was that in the September?
Yes, August, September.
And then you got the all clear free in December, was it?
Yeah, I got the all clear on the 21st of October.
Got it on his arm.
Yeah, so I say I'm there in an arm with it. So it was 23rd of August 19, and then I overcome it on the 21st of October 19.
Oh.
So it's all a bit of a whirlwind, to be honest.
Yeah.
Where were you at the time?
Hull,
Right.
but I'd only just moved to Hull.
Yeah.
So we talk about, I talked earlier about my career having highs and lows. We didn't speak about, one of the lowest lows when I was 15, had a blood clot in my lung, and the doctor said I'd never play football again. You lot probably didn't even know about that.
Didn't know that.
Now we do.
You've had a nightmare.
Yeah, it's been
a roller
so many
coaster.
people have tried to stop me playing football. But yeah, no, I obviously just come out of my first full season in Championship, and there was a few teams interested and got my move to Hull the next season. And it was, it's one of them, just got my move to, big for me, it was a big money move. And you just come down for Premier League, and
When
it
you
was
talk
like on
about
the
some
way
of
up.
the names as well that were there at the time as well.
Yeah, so it was like on my way up, you do well again the next season and a half, you don't know where you're going to go to next sort of thing. And obviously I come back that pre-season, I couldn't quite get fully fit.
Right.
To the point where it was like, there's an issue, there's something going on sort of thing. And
So I was going to say, how was it picked up? What?
we dug a bit deeper and stuff, and we only touched on, I had a blood clot in my lung when I was 15.
Yeah.
When I was 15, I started getting symptoms like IBS and colitis.
Right.
When I was away with England, actually. So I remember coming back and being like, my stomach don't feel right. Like, just something was just unsettling it.
Yeah.
And 2 months later, I had a blood clot in my lung. Got told in hospital I'd never play football again. So sort of after that, I sort of put the two fingers up to the doctor and was like, well, I'll hide my symptoms and I'll play football. Because I obviously all I ever wanted to do was play football.
Yeah,
like
sure.
from such a young age, there was
Which
nothing
sounds like
else.
a mad thing to do.
Yeah, which
Right,
like
yeah.
I still had the symptoms of the colitis and the IBS. Like I was going to the toilet 20 to 30 times a day.
That's insane.
And you think I was 15, 16,
Yeah.
and I got diagnosed with bowel cancer at 26. So for 10 years, I remember like I would probably go toilet 10 times before a game on a Saturday, be in the toilet at half time. You probably know that anyway. Like, you know,
Right.
I still sometimes, it's almost like
Yeah.
you talk about superstitions. Like I sometimes just go sit there just because I
something
feel
you're
like.
so used to doing.
Yeah. And, you know, even after game was worse. Like I tried to go gluten free. I tried so many, you know, my mum and dad tried so many different things with me to try and help because obviously they saw. So yeah, if you think about that, like, should I have been playing football? Probably not. Like, but then if you think that I played 46 championship games with all that going on and
That's
done
insane.
really well
Yeah.
and got my move off of it, and then obviously it probably come to its head when I was 26, when I just got my move to Hull. And, you know, the physios, the doctors at Hull they were amazing. They were step by step with me, and we went to the doctors and I had normal checkups, normal tests. They were fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'd go back for more a week or two later, and then I remember it was a Thursday. I'd gone in for some just routine checkups and tests, like blood tests, biopsies, that sort of stuff. They're like, right, we need to dig a bit deeper. Playing Call of Duty at home Thursday night, like, oh, get a call, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's the physio. Hello, mate. Like, he's like, oh, we need to go back to doctors tomorrow. And I was like, oh, all right. He was like, it'll be early in the morning so you can have your weekend, because I weren't obviously playing at the time. I was,
Yeah, of course.
and I was like, all right, that's fine. Anyway, chucked the phone down, carried on playing with the boys, went to sleep, gone to doctors in the morning, and physio had come with, or the club doctor, Andy, had come with me and literally sat down in a chair in the doctor's room, and it was, you know, he's like, not good news. And I was still, when he says that, like, I still don't think of what he was going to say next. And it was,
Yeah, because why would that ever be in your head that would be the situation?
never. And, you know, he was like, you know, we hate to say it, but you've got bowel cancer. And then, like, I could not tell you what he said after that. Like,
Because you just
zoned out, blanked out. Like I was just straight. Like I was looking at him and probably agreeing with something, and and then come out the room, and I just remember breaking down in the doctor's arms and just being like, "What's going on?" Like, and to be fair to him, like he took me for a coffee and he tried to explain like the operations I was going to have, and so yeah, I had my whole large bowel removed, had a stoma fitted, like a pouch.
Yeah.
So basically shit into a bag for like 2 months, which, you know, it weren't ideal,
It's
but
not
people,
great, but
it's not
yeah,
great, but it weren't only great because obviously my career, like obviously when he said bowel cancer, football goes out the window.
For sure.
Like it weren't till probably until I got the all clear, and it was like, I'm gonna make it, like this is gonna be a good comeback sort of thing. Like I'm ready.
What was that side of it like coming?
Oh, like in what way?
Like getting back to where you were playing football.
It was amazing because I had I think 8 weeks worth of you know, I had to get used to having a stoma. You know, people reached out to me left, right and centre, and was amazing. Like I had to turn my phone off because it got a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
When obviously the news broke, 30,000 people messaging me different. I was just like, I need to turn this off because I can't look at that right now.
Yeah.
But you know, going through it eventually, especially when I was then sat in hospital after my first operation, it was like, this is amazing sort of thing, and so many people helped in different ways. But yeah, getting back fit, once I got the all clear, there was nothing, it was almost like a mentality, nothing is stopping me, nothing is getting in my way now, and I got back to a place where I was fit and I was in contention to play against Charlton, I think it was, and then literally we were out training on the Friday, COVID hit, we all got locked down. But that's what that reaction you just gave me is what everyone was like, oh, you can't write it, and I was like, no, that gave me an extra 2 months to get fully fit, and obviously everyone was doing 5Ks. I went back the fittest I've probably ever been, and I went on to get in the team, and I played another 10 games that season. We unfortunately got relegated, but it's one of them things.
That's that's
football. So that period of a year and I think it was 400 and some odd days was
tough.
Maybe something that not many footballers will
have that.
to
I
deal
will
with.
say my career from start to now has never been just plain sailing.
Well, like we got the list of your clubs in front of us here, and you're saying earlier you've never been at a club for longer than 2 years either. So you've always been.
No, and like obviously sometimes that's down to like form. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not playing well. You don't purposely mean to not play well, but you know, and then you move on. You know, might play well and you might get a move and stuff. So yeah, I've had looking at that sheet, I've had quite a few teams.
There's a few there, aren't there?
But I suppose I made my debut when I was 16.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a long. You know, obviously I live up north, but my family live down south, so I spend a lot of time in the car, and you know, the thinking, the what ifs, that always eats away at me a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I didn't get that, or what if I didn't have my blood clot in my lung when I was 15 and Man United did sign me, or
But then,
do you know what I mean? It's
no, for
like,
sure.
but
It's a tough thing, but
Also,
like,
it's been out of your control as well.
yeah,
So.
it's not as if you could have done any more.
no,
It's not like
You know.
it's a different type of, like, it's different to when footballers look back and they go, and they have regrets. It's not a regret, is it? Because there's nothing.
No,
like,
there's
when
nothing I
footballers
could
look
have
back,
done.
when I was 20, I was drinking all the time and I wasn't professional. I was going out all the time.
Yeah, I never touched a drop of alcohol until I was 21. I couldn't, because it just, as soon as it went in my mouth, it come out the other. Like, it was just one of them. And obviously, like I say, I was so dedicated to football that I was like, alcohol's not good for me. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
So no, I do. You know, hindsight's a wonderful thing, and where I could have ended up if I didn't have the troubles. But you know, I'm grateful that I've had a career.
All part of the journey, mate.
It is indeed.
And you've had some wonderful moments in that journey.
Indeed.
So yeah,
Indeed.
well, I think that about wraps us up.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, mate.
No,
It's been
thanks for
an
having me,
absolute
guys.
Been nice to finally get it done.
Finally get it done. Some shirt.
Some shirt.
You're gonna hang that.
I'm gonna have
Put
to.
it in, yeah. Gonna have to.
I don't know where, because I've got that many framed that are waiting to go on the
I
wall.
need to see a picture of it actually.
Yeah, you'll need to when you get home. You need to. Yeah, match one shirt. Thanks very much to those guys. Because
If you would want a shirt from me,
yeah,
which one out of all them clubs? Because I've got many shirts.
Probably an Aberdeen one.
yeah,
to be
probably
fair.
Aberdeen, if you got one.
Have you seen the Northern Light shirt? You know, the purple with the, like, looks like Northern Lights across it.
I don't think I've seen
Okay,
that.
We did. That was a nice shirt.
Was that third?
Junior's got one of them as well.
Saying that, we
Has
haven't
he?
probably in Aberdeen, but we haven't got a Hull or Barnsley.
I'll tell you what, you choose.
I'll dig out because I've actually got one of these. I nicked one of these. I'm not going to say where from, but I nicked
not from here, because
not from here. No, where from here?
3. Yeah.
No. I've got one of these at home. I've always wanted one. I didn't actually, for the record, I didn't nick it. The Kitman actually was like, you can have it, it's a spare one.
Yeah.
So I just put all my stuff in there, but I need another one now.
Well,
It's got that much stuff on it.
chain it down.
So no.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I'll send you one.
Look, we'll
I'll send
leave
you
it.
one.
We'll leave it up to you. I mean, we've got plenty of Swindon ones. We've already got an Exeter one. We've already got a Barrow one. It's Tom Carroll.
Tom Carroll.
So yeah, that wraps us up. It's been an absolute pleasure, as I just said. Thanks to Match One Shirt. Thanks to him for free, and everyone else that supports what we do. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Hit the
See you next
subscribe
time.
button.
Subscribe.
Cheers,
Bye,
guys.
guys.